Hello, my name is Miss Megan and I'm the head of circulation here at the Leach Library. And today I thought I'd share with you how to make your very own mini library. And when it's done, it'll be a little paper library that is 3D, has all the different sides, and then you can decorate your shelf or however you want, wherever you want to put it. So this is what it looks like. It even can hide things like a glue stick because it's open on the bottom. So this is what it would look like once it's all glued together, and it is not colored in this example here. So to do this craft, what you will need is a printout from the library. So if you're interested in picking one of these up, just give us a call at 432-1132 and ask about the mini library craft, and we'll let you know how to pick one up. And as you can see, there's a front and a back on the page, and then I recommend coloring it first as the first step, just because it makes it easier when you're putting it together than trying to color once it's all put together. But so you'll need the printout, you'll need some scissors to cut it out, some colored pencils to color, or crayons or markers, paint, whatever it is at home you have, and you can add fabric, feathers, glitter, you know, it's really up to you. You can be as creative with this as you want, or you can leave it plain and just have a white little library. And then you'll need something to glue it down with. And I have chosen glue stick, but you can use liquid glue, you could use tape even if you prefer. So it's really whatever you have at hand at home. So I have a couple of examples. The first one here I did to make it look a little bit more like a traditional library. So it has the door, you have the sign, and I painted it, colored it green, rather, because green is my favorite color. And then as we come around on the sides, you can start to see a little bit of the bookshelves, and on the back you have this big window, so you can see I drew a bookshelves with lots of little books on it, and it just seemed like this would be a nice cozy little library. And you can always make a couple of them and have your very own little village of libraries. I have another example of one I colored, and this is in purples and blues, and I colored this because it really reminded me of this book here, which is The Sound of Stars, and it's by Alicia Dow. And what I like about this book is the main character, Ellie, has a secret library because books have been made forbidden. They're illegal in this story. So she has her very own library that she lends out to people, and one of her books has actually gone missing, so she has to track it down. So I thought that was really a fun idea that she created her very own library, and I wanted to use the colors that I was inspired to based on the cover, and so that's where I have this library here. So if you want to go ahead and color it however you would like, if you wanted to be inspired by other books that you've read or your favorite scenes, you can really sketch a whole bunch of different ideas out. You can make it like mountains, you can make it look like the ocean, so maybe it's a ocean library, however you'd like to do it. So I recommend, again, coloring it first and then cutting it out. And so you just cut around the outside lines until you have two pieces, and you're going to end up with these two pieces like this. So it's easy to tell the front and the back because the front has a sign that says library on it, and the back has a nice big window. So if you'd like to cut it out and then color it, that's fine. I think I'm going to leave this one pretty simple, but maybe put some vines, because you know, it's always nice to see things growing. right, so then maybe some leaves. And you get to be as creative as you would like with this. So you can put whatever you want. Maybe some pink flowers. All right. So there you go. I have some pink flowers on a green vine. I think in the back maybe I'll do some mountains, which that's always fun to do. So I'll do that, and I'm gonna skip around the window so it kind of gives the illusion that it is just on, it's like a window into the library, into the mountain library. All right, some blue sky. And then maybe a sunset roof, which would be nice and fun. So I'll start with some yellow. Let's see, some orange. And if you're coloring, don't forget to do the sides of the roof. They're the little triangles. Here. And I like to mix the colors, especially if I'm doing something like a sunset. That's always really fun to do. Some red. And I would leave the tabs plain. It just helps later on when you're gluing if you don't have anything colored on them. If you color them, it's okay. It just, like I said, it would help later. So I made kind of like a mountain and sky, and then I made this into a sunset, and I think I'll continue the look of that on the front side and maybe do like a night sky sunset. So blue, purple, pink, and really make this a fun little decorated library. Now, when you're all done coloring and you're ready and it's all cut out, the next step is to make your folds. So you're just gonna follow along these straight lines. So I always do the front and side fold first. So this is the front and the side. So you can make that fold. And then you're gonna fold the tabs in. On the side here, you don't need to fold this. If you do, that's okay. But it's gonna be pretty much a straight side, so it doesn't need to be folded. And then other than that, you're gonna just go ahead and where the roof meets the front and the side of the roof. So basically all the other areas where you have these straight lines in between the sections, you're just gonna go ahead and fold them. And I always fold them towards the inside, just as a reminder, because it's kind of gonna go together. And it does make it a little bit easier to put it together if it's all creased and folded first. So it doesn't matter the order, but if you just go ahead and fold all of those, and you can see that I am folding and then kind of opening the fold again, and that will just make it easier for later when I'm ready to glue it together. All right, So the easiest way to put this together is to glue the roof first, but you can kind of put it together first without gluing it, just to make sure you like how everything lines up, just to see where it would look. So you would take the front with the roof tab on this side, and you're just going to apply some glue. And then you're going to take it so that you have, kind of turn it up and line the roof up. So you should have the roof meeting in the middle, and then the two side pieces of the roof should be on either side. So once you glue that, you can just fold it back on that fold you made earlier on the tab, and you can see it's already starting to come together. Then next, I find it easiest if I fold these side tabs on the roof. So I'm going to fold those in just so I can apply the glue easier. And just take one side and match it so it's a triangle. And you're going to go ahead and line that up, glue it down, and the same thing. Turn it over this way so you can see it. And glue it down. So now the roof is all glued together. Now these flaps on the sides can just get tucked in. You can glue them, but you don't have to. So if you find that's a little difficult, you just kind of tuck it behind. You can leave that unglued, but on the side, you can go ahead and attach it to the front of the little library. And then I'll show you what it looks like if you do go ahead and want to glue down this tab. Just apply some glue, tuck it to the underneath the roof, and glue like that. But as you can see, it stays either way. So, and then if you find it easier and want to just glue the tabs to the outside, you can do that. It's really whatever's easiest for you. Or you can add tape. It is right. So the best part about this is it's your library, so you get to put it together however you would like. And there we go. I have my nice little outside scene with a sunsetty roof, and made it different on all the different sides. So you can make it look more like a traditional library. You can be inspired by a book that you've read, or by the outdoors, or really anything. So you can go ahead and create these little mini libraries and create your little mini library village if you'd like. So just give us a call here at the library at 432-1132. And again, you can pick up one of these mini library coloring sheets, and you can put together your very own mini library. Thanks for joining me.